Hi, I'm Peter Barron, and I am with Al Zappelli. He is the Director of Admission and Financial Aid at the Woodside Priory School in Portola Valley, California. And it's just a stone's throw from Stanford University and an easy drive up to San Francisco. The school is an independent Catholic day and boarding school in the Benedictine tradition, and it has a boarding program that runs from grades 9 through 12. So welcome to this video cast. Appreciate you taking the time.
Happy to be here, Peter.
So, I've had the opportunity to be on campus a couple times, and really, there are a number of things that strike me about Woodside Priory. But for people who haven't, what would you tell them about the school?
I would say, when you visit the school and you walk onto campus, I think the immediate thing that most people are struck by is the sense of balance and the sense of community that's provided for students here at our school. And that comes out of a 50-year plus tradition of the Benedictines that really have set the mission and the tone for this school. They want a place that is rigorous, they want a place that is balanced, but also provides an atmosphere that is intimate as well as challenging for a student.
And when you say that balance, how might that materialize? What would you point to specifically if a family were saying, learning more about the school?
Okay. Well, one of the things that we notice, particularly in the area of Silicon Valley that we're in right now, students are challenged by a variety of things in their lives. They want to try to have it all in a way. They want to have a rich social experience. They want to be involved in fine arts or athletics. They have a lot of outside interests. They also are looking to the next step, which is college,
right,
and our university. We, in terms of balance, our teachers are particularly challenged to be able to say to students, how do you put all of this together, still provide for those other aspects of your life? So in doing so, time is provided for obviously a very quality high school experience, the one that is really unique, one they can look back on and know that they had a happy experience and so forth. Beyond that, I think to be able to offer things like the fine and performing arts in our brand new performing arts facility, which is right behind me.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I got to see it this summer. It was incredible.
Yeah. It's sort of a visible indication of our commitment to that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at the entire campus in terms of athletics, physical education, that really kind of comes forward with them. But I think the thing that pulls it all together is the sense of community that's here in the school. Everybody buys into it. The faculty that live on campus that provide sort of the after hours 24/7, and that's involved with the residential life faculty as well as the faculty members that live on campus. I've experienced that as an administrator lived here. Obviously, the involvement of the monastic community, the monks that live here, they provide sort of the background for a place where you live and you learn together as a community. So we acknowledge the fact that not only are the students learning from each other and from the teachers, but the teachers and coaches and administrators who live on campus are learning from sort of a lifetime experience that they've got. So the sense of balance comes out of all of that. We also, being a school that has a spiritual background, spirituality to us is very important. We recognize that it's a part of every student's life. And we know that students want to discover what that spiritual side of it is. At the same time, we acknowledge that spirituality comes from a variety of different backgrounds.
Right, sure.
It doesn't necessarily have to be Catholic. It can be an Eastern religion. It can be Islamic. It can be a whole variety of different faiths that come together and really share their experiences with the school and acknowledge the fact that spirituality is part of their life.
How does that kind of carry over once students leave the school? What kind of things do you hear from your recent grads after they come back from their college breaks and come back on campus? What are they saying to you?
They're saying that was an important thing. While they're here, they're engaged in that conversation here. They go to chapel and so forth. And a lot of times they come back and say, the chapel experience was something that they really missed in their college experience. That they didn't get that necessarily, particularly if they went to a large university like University of California, so forth. So they know that that's an anchor in their life, and so they talk about that. They're also discovering and questioning, either their faith backgrounds or where they're coming from. And they come back, for example, we'll have something right at Christmas time. We'll have, a pizza dinner provided by Father Martin. and they'll talk about, what for example, what Christmas means to them and what they learned here. So,
So it's an important thing that they're able to reflect on.
right,
Yeah.
without feeling like they were pushed in any different particular religious direction.
One other thing, as we begin to wrap up here, that I think is really, kind of unique to the few boarding schools that are in your area is just, access, right? How far are you from San Francisco? You're really quite close, and
Yeah, we're about 40 minutes south of the city,
mm-hmm.
about 30 minutes north of San Jose. For people that know Silicon Valley, that word is sort of technology, but what it is, it's innovation. It's thinking outside the box. You can't live in this area and see the cultural diversity, the diversity of thought, the progress and innovation that happens around here. And every school in this area, I think, is affected by that. But particularly for us, being within a stone's throw of Stanford, which is sort of innovation and outside the box thinking, that seeps over into the way we think here at the Priory. So the area we think is, when you're looking at what's one of the top things, locale.
Yeah.
The Pacific Ocean's about 45 minutes away. Skiing's about 2 to 3 hours away.
Yeah.
And it's just a great area to be in.
Location, location, location.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, in wrapping up here, if families want to learn more about Woodside Priory, how should they do that?
Well, they can certainly contact us through Boarding School Review,
Mm-hmm.
Admissions Quest, our website, prioryca.org.
Okay.
So just a font of a lot of information. Application information is available there. Or you can call me. Call any one of us here. What you'll get is you'll get a person answering the phone.
Yeah.
The thing. And that really speaks volumes about the Priory. Or you can email me at azapelli at prioryca.org. I can put you in touch with the head of the boarding program or the academic dean and so forth. Everybody's available to talk here.
And I'm sure they're always welcome on campus too, right?
Always, yeah. Between now and an application deadline, we can take people on tours. We know that it's tight to get people over here. We can do Skype interviews, all kinds of different ways. We really try to use the technology as best we can to get to know people.